Come up higher. My son, come up higher. You see, because I know that to your left, there are people who give me half-hearted devotion. They are lukewarm. They are double-minded men and women. And to your right, there are people who blatantly hate me, who worship devils and call Satan their creator and their lover. And in front of you, there are people who give themselves over to man-made doctrines of devils, traditions of men and religion. Their mouths speak for me, but their hearts are far from me. And behind you, there are people who know me, and they love me, but not enough to go all the way. But as for you, fix your eyes on Jesus. Look toward heaven and come up higher. You see, because I am the pinnacle of perfection. I am the sum total of everything that is majestic and wonderful and beautiful. I am the full expression of endless, unconditional, everlasting love. So you, my son, come up higher. But then you would say to me, but Lord, I've already evangelized 1 million souls for your kingdom in my lifetime. But assuredly I say unto you that the promises that I made to Abraham, that his descendants would far outnumber all the grains of sand on the seashore and all the stars of the sky, I gave my son as the firstborn among many brethren. I gave him so that he may be sown as a seed and I may reap a bountiful harvest. So you've won 1 million? But have you counted the grains of sand on the seashore? Have you counted the number of stars in the sky? Are they limited to only 1 million? You have much more work to do. Come up higher. Never get stagnant. Never get bored. Never stand still. But let it be down on the inside of you, a burning, passionate, turbulent, zealous fire for me on the inside that causes you to cry out, to crave more, to seek more, and to come up higher. But then you would say to me, but Lord, I've been around the world. I've been around the world from one end to the other. And I preach your good news all across every land. But assuredly I say unto you that the world is my footstool. You haven't even reached my waist, let alone climbed high enough to touch my face. Son, come up higher. You see, because there is a new level of glory, and there's always a new level of love, and there's always a new level of wisdom, there's always a new level of revelation, there's always a new level of understanding, there's always a new level of joy, there's always a new level of peace in me, because I am infinite. So come up higher. You are my son. I love you. You see me. I stretch out the heavens like a curtain, and I measure the universe on the span of my hand. I gather all the oceans of the earth into jars, and I measure the nations as a drop in the bucket. You stand amazed? You've only scratched the surface. This is the beginning. You haven't seen anything yet. You want to see my best? Come up higher. Come up higher. Because you see, I sit on the throne of the Most High. I am the Most High God. The highest of the high is beneath me. So as for you, come up higher. Because see, when my word is sown in a man's heart, some reap 30, some reap 60, and some reap 100-fold. There are some who reach 30 and they say, this is a good place to rest my feet. I'm satisfied right here. There are some that climb a little bit higher and they get to 60-fold and they say, surely the Lord is pleased with me. I have done a great work. But as for you, don't settle. Come up higher. But then there are people in me, many a people, your brothers and sisters, my sons and daughters, who stand to your left and stand to your right. Some of them are over here, and they're so consumed with the cares of this life, they're taken by the deceitfulness of riches. They live for the clothes on the back and the food that they eat. And then there are some over there, all they care about is chasing after romantic interest and getting married and having a family and having a spouse, which are good things in my sight, but I never intended for you to love those things the most. Yes, your brothers over there are doing that. Your sisters over here are doing this. But as for you, fix your eyes toward heaven and look at my son Jesus and come up higher. Yes, as for you, my son, forget what is behind you and reach for what is ahead. Press forward toward the prize of the goal of the upward call of me in my son, and come up higher. Come up higher. I am the Lord, your Holy One, the Creator of Israel, your King. And my invitation to you is that you come up higher.